Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Connoisseur's Conversation. Today, once again, I'm here to enjoy my time with you guys in these conversations and also present to you a fragrance that I find to be in my top 10 more often than not when I think about my top 10 list. This scent is from the house of Fragrance du Bois, and it is Sahraa Oud Privé. So we're going to get into this topic of Connoisseur's Conversation about this beautifully, slightly aromatic and subtly sweet fragrance that brings forth a great sophistication and just a nice aura about yourself. If this sounds like the type of content you'll enjoy, pull up a seat, pour a glass, and of course, let's enhance. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Dry Down, the lifestyle channel where we as enthusiasts aspire to enhance and elevate our olfactive sensory experiences through the understanding of the different aromas, facets, and nuances of scent, cigars, and wine. I'm your host, Chris. Welcome to today's experience. Today we're going to dive into one of those fragrances that I stated in the opening is one of my top 10 fragrances. More often than not, when I go through my collection and try to label and put fragrances in the categories, this one lands always in the top 10, and the variation of where it lands is usually between the top 4 and top 7. But that means that this fragrance has my heart and it's pulled at my heartstrings. This particular scent is Sahraa Oud Privé by the house of Fragrance du Bois. This particular scent is one of the best and most beautifully structured, highly complementable, compounded fragrances that you can put your nose on. This scent to me is the epitome of opulence, luxury, and subtlety. To me, it's a slightly animalic, subtly sweet, superbly blended fragrance with an undercurrent of majestic intentions behind how they blended this particular scent. To me, the way this scent comes off, my God, it opens with this very, very unusual way to blend grapefruit. It's so much so that the grapefruit oil in this has to be the grapefruit rind, because it's nothing tonally citrus about it, but very, very present in the way it's there. It's almost like if you take an orange or a grapefruit twist and you crack that twist to put it into a drink, and you smell how that zest of the grape rind is on your fingers. That's exactly how you get the opening to come across. Nothing super citrusy, but very, very appealing to the nose as far as an opening nuance to bring some liveliness to the scent. It then goes into this very, very opulent rose, geranium, jasmine, and patchouli mid. The particular evolution of this scent is a 4-hour evolution, the way this fragrance breaks down. Very, very potent in the way they made it. And it shows up in not only its price point from retail and expense, but also the oils come across. If you are used to smelling highly concentrated, the exquisiteness of the way that these oils have been blended, and the actual, I would say that these have to be some of the most expensive oils. I know that they say that they use their own oud accord, and it comes across in all of their fragrances that oud accord, no matter if it's a minimal use or a high dosage, and this is a very high dosage of their oud accord, and it's such a sexy fragrance. The base comes across with a beautiful mixture of a spicy black pepper, sandalwood, vanilla, making it super, super subtly sweet, but the sweetness is just enough to be a calling card of seduction. Saffron is in this, and that's a very high component to this particular scent. A very, very expensive saffron accord has been used in this. You can tell that the saffron accord is one that they really want to pitch forward in a particular scent to make it a oud and saffron forward fragrance. More often they wanted it to be a oud and rose based fragrance. Leathery, just seductively sweet. It's a transportive effect to it. Very harmonious in the way it's blended. It has an emotional soul that is just connected to yours when you wear this particular scent. Very, very forth-putting of a sophisticated gentleman with charm and suaveness. Very, very sensual. The aromatic touch makes it sensual. This is a scent that is one, I would say in the winter time, the late fall to winter time, this is a particular scent that you want to have as your signature scent or / calling card, especially for dates and evenings. You want this particular scent to be a calling card because of the perfect note that's centered around the composition, which is the rose. The way the rose absolute is used in this it's not the biggest part in the evolution of the fragrance, but where it hits at about that 2.5 marks, it becomes very, very alluring, very sensual and very sexual, the way it comes across. To me, the reason that I put this fragrance into my collection and put it at the top end of my collection, top 10 almost, or even though, as I said, top 4 to 7, this fragrance for me is one where I would put Roja's Musk Oud. Always I had that fragrance in my top 10. This one came into my collection and slowly put that fragrance to bed for me. Not in a way that I don't enjoy that fragrance anymore, but in a way that the grapefruit along with the jasmine geranium chords are more pervasive in this particular scent and reach my nostrils and give me a certain sense of dominance in the way I present myself, a certain cockiness, a certain conceit, I'll even say, because this scent is that damn good. You can come across very, very anal wearing this particular scent, no lie. It's that crazy how it can give you that amount of power and possessiveness and progressiveness and feel about yourself. You feel the potential of your day going great when you wear this particular scent. Very, very good, very alluring, grapefruit fragrance forward in the beginning, settles down to a rose, geranium, and oud combination in the center. Then that saffron, as I stated, comes across with that black pepper, and then with the oud in that mixture makes this one of the best natural smelling, wonderfully made, beautifully composed fragrances that I think anybody who's in the realm of oud fragrances just love what oud does for them, love how oud comes across on them, and then also wants a high-end fragrance that they know they won't smell around in any shape or form on anyone in their vicinity. Maybe in the next county or two you may smell someone, but never, never, never will this scent become a ubiquitous scent to where everybody smells like it. This is a very unique blend, a very beautiful blend that I think Fragrance du Bois deserves a round of applause for the presentation, for the scent, for the way that they put this together, and the beauty in the way that the perfumer did and developed this particular complex blend of scents, notes, and accords at such a high concentration of oil to make it very, very, just the composition is blended great. You would think that in something this high in concentration of oils would take something and throw it in the air just heavily, just dose it out too hard, then you just be like, man, I don't want to smell like that. The way that this perfumer put it together is so well composed, and the blend is just immaculate. You get everything that you want from this fragrance in the dosage that you want. And nothing is overdoing anything else. Everything comes into play. You can pick out certain facets and nuances of the particular scent, but you can't distance one from the other in a way of, if I say I smell the rose, it's not something that you just can say it's more than the saffron, the oud, or the ambergris in this particular scent. It's all compelling in the way that they blended it. It comes across so well. Great scent, great scent that I think Fragrance du Bois, like I said, deserves a round of applause for. And this flacon, man, when you see this, you put this on your shelf. I usually keep mine in their felt lined boxes to keep this in the dark and not have it on my shelf. But presentation wise, they have the black onyx. I don't know if they're crystals, but they're black onyx in the cap. The cap is a heavy metal cap. The 50 ml bottles come in a square flacon that is polished crystal. It's a very nice presentation, very beautiful smell. I think anyone, like I said, who wants a high-end oud fragrance for the wintertime, though, don't get this if you want to wear it in the spring, but for the wintertime, this is one of the top 10 oud, saffron, rosy-ish combinations that you can put on your skin. Very, very opulent. And I will say this to end this conversation with you guys. This is one scent that I got the most just elaborate compliments on, and the conjecture from that compliment was that the young lady wanted to go somewhere. And I'll leave that to where it is. This is a great scent. Today, I hope that you guys got something educational and entertaining from this particular video, as always. And if you do enjoy Sahraa Oud from the house of Fragrance du Bois, tap in below. Let me know what you guys think. If you don't like it, let me know what you think as well. Let me know if it's something that you feel is over or underrated. Let me know. Until next video, you guys have a blessed day, and I'll see you then. Peace.